and Andrew McMeekin for the Tigers. And we're underway. McMeekin wins first possession. The end line, and it looks like it's going to be won by Princeton.
Tucker Wade, just a freshman, wearing number 19, son of the legendary Ryan Wade, who is a four-time All-American at North Carolina.
Over the back shot and a score for Princeton. And that was John Dunphy getting involved early, his 6th of the year.
You saw this yesterday in South Bend with Jake Taylor, the inside finisher, throwing BTBs and the deception on a goalie. Dunphy, just a sophomore, he catches it in his left hand. He can't shoot that lefty because he's going to shoot.
Plenty of time to shoot. Kelleher again, got his right hand free. Gianfrancaro just snatches that one right out of the air.
See how calm he was, gobbling up that hammer of a shot from Kelleher.
Angle on that opportunity, so he takes it back behind the cage. Got in front, couldn't get it to go past the goaltender, Nust. That was a good defensive effort that time by Cornell.
Yeah, monster X on his back. You mentioned
Wertheim looking to dodge, now down the alley. Kelleher scores! Took that full head of steam, Clark, and put it behind that shot.
6'3", 220 pounds. Was a great high school running back. North-south. He's like a train off the tracks. He's going to let you feel it. Smoking it from the outs. The offhand is tremendous.
Palumbo loses his footing, gets it back. Now swims to his right. Outstanding job defensively on him. That was Charlie Box, short stick D-Midi for the Big Red. That's too easy right there.
They're attacking from behind. We saw Palumbo with a nice assist on a Dunphy goal. Tucker Wade is a freshman midfielder. Likes to go from up top with both hands. This time he takes the short stick behind the cage and that little stutter step. Free play here for Kirsten Company.
Kirst working on Mulshine, 43, the veteran. That's going to be a good look, and it's buried by Cornell.
The foul will be wiped on a technical push. The two-man game and how Kirst identifies the roll-off from the pick. This is beautiful offense. A.J. Nikolic, who was pushed on that prior possession, does a phenomenal job of almost disguising.
Now Kirst gets it back on the wing.
Yeah, and he gets a shorty off of that pick in the switch and exchange. This is going to be a quick slide by Princeton.
Kirst took the shot well wide. I think he's upset at himself for not putting that one on target. Here comes Wertheim again. Got to step on the defender up top. This is a wide open shot, and Kelleher pays for it, but gets his second of the afternoon.
His teammates call him Huey. He's got 2 goals in the first quarter. One was an overhand low shot. This time it's just high heat to the stick side of Gianfrancaro. This is a step down and a beautiful rip by Kelleher.
Long Island savoring this opportunity to see the Big Red here in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, one of the strongest alumni-based, if not one of the strongest alumni-based in college lacrosse. They love their Big Red. I always say there's no generational gaps when it comes to Cornell Lacrosse with the current players to the alum from all different generations. You think about guys.
It looked like that fooled Gianfrancaro. Nikolic again. So 2 from Kelleher and 2 from Nikolic, his first 2 of the year.
You know, he's been beat now 2 times in a row on stick side. You see how Gianfrancaro, watch him, is cheating a little bit. to that offside. I think his footwork is off.
Yeah, it's been Tully and not Wyatt Nust in net for Cornell. Tully got a little bit of time last week after this year's last year with Princeton. 16 to shoot for long. Being covered well up top. Now the ball moving. And buried by Willem Firth.
This is great offense. It starts with Michael Long, the conductor and the quarterback for the Big Red. He knows he has a short stick on him. He's going to play with the defense a little bit. You see all the eyes, the three shirts in white, looking at Long, trying to support. And it's always two-way. It's one pass and then two. And Firth is Johnny on the spot. That is excellent ball movement and understanding. So does McAsee on the other offense. So you find a way to get your top 6 guys on the field.
Case in point with Nikolic, he already has 2 goals, 16 in red today. Looking for the hat trick in the first half. The lefty, Andrew Dalton, 42, now getting some run. He's inside, and he scores on the twister, beautifully. Now will they count it? The officials talk it over. They're on the crease, still talking it over. Tense moments now, and it's good. They'll review this goal, Kark. We are using review in this game, so they'll review to see if he was in the crease.
Big Red, you know the name. 30 in red. The last name is Goldstein. Maybe the best passer in college lacrosse history was his dad, Tim, who took Cornell to a national championship in '87 and '88. That's Ryan Goldstein behind the cage with an incredible pass. He's got the eyes of his father, but he's got the quickness of Michael Sowers. From Philly, he's worked with Sowers in the past. The sky's the limit for 30 in red. This is a tremendous dodge and the vision with the eyes. Let's take a look. He gets this off. He's not in the goal mouth. He lands in the crease, to me, after the ball crosses the goal line. I think this is going to be hard to overturn, Cotter. He falls in the crease, so it's a no-go if he falls in the crease prior to the ball crossing the goal line. You follow the ball. He's still not down. Oh, that's so close.
It's close, but again, it was called, to your point, it was called a goal on the field, so they're going to have of course, Cornell had those great teams in the 70s with names like McEnany and French. 58 Ivy League titles between these two teams, and Kelleher wants to lead Cornell to their 32nd Ivy League title, and he's got a hat trick in the first half.
This is heat, Cotter. Pure gas. And he's getting some step-down opportunities. Princeton's defense is sucking in so much, protecting the paint. That's because you have a goalie in Gene Fricari you trust so much. But there's only so much a goalie can do when you're staring down that.
Up top to Kramer. He shoots. Tully snatches that one right out of the ends.
A lot of force in terms of his physical makeup. This guy behind the goal is straight water ball.
And they keep it going. Ryan Sheehan with the goal for the Big Red.
We talked about the freshman, #1 rated class by Inside Lacrosse for Princeton. Well, 2 freshmen making plays right now. One, Tully in net, and then the second one behind the cage. X-ray vision, spot feed, Ryan Gold. Yeah, Cornell's putting up numbers, and Kirst and Long have been quiet. So offensively, if you're the Cornell coaching staff, you like that others are coming to the party.
That's a save made by John Fricaro. He needed it. Kabiri. Dunphy loses it. More great defense on Singer. Now he's got the short stick matchup he wants. Singer looming. Princeton's got him on the move here. And they take advantage. It's Sean Cameron who breaks the long scoring drought for the Tigers.
You have the free play because the penalty on the other end. You get a little bit more aggressive. Mackesy has the short stick off the pick game. And you see the support on the Dodger. But Princeton's smart enough to continue to let the ball spin. And what's so impressive about this offense, how well they find the middle of the field. That little hitch by Cameron increases his angle tenfold. He catches the ball kind of at like 2 o'clock, Cotter. Or Cornell got to find some support and help and essentially almost doubled him.
That time Wade couldn't find it. Tully has been really good in cage tonight for Cornell. Here, they went 15 minutes and 42 seconds without a goal, allowing Cornell to forge this lead here early. Columbus open scores.
Palumbo's got game. One of the top recruits in the nation outside of the Boston, Massachusetts area. They've got some guys who can sling the rock. You know about Mackesy and Kabiri. Well, number 10, his upside.
Big 3 minutes in this game right here. As just moments ago, it seemed like Cornell was going to run Princeton right off of their own field. And a couple of goals from the Tigers, though, and it's a different story. And they get one back here. They'll have a lot of momentum at the end of this first half. Mackesy now. Had an open look. Got back to his left. Now he shoots and scores. That's that little flick, Clark.
Spot on, Cotter. Mackesy was a nationally ranked squash player. 2 things that he brings from that game: his footwork and his ability to open up his feet and let his hips do the work on a shot, but also his top hand wrist action. Look at that top hand wrister. The way that he just snaps this shot. He doesn't even follow through.
Part of it. Mackesy a goal in that run. He's got the shorty on him too, puts a shoulder in him. Now he takes a shot. Steered aside by Tully. He'll be tracked down by Dunphy at the 2-minute mark of this first half. Palumbo looking to dodge, gets to the middle of the field. Here's Wade. He shoots and scores on the run.
The young middies. Moments ago was Palumbo. This time it's 19 and white, Tucker Wade. You saw him in the first quarter go from behind the cage on an invert. This time, he uses the pick. There's no switch there. To play this game was Tucker Wade's dad, Ryan.
Won a national championship with North Carolina in the early 90s. 4-year starter for the Heels. Alice Boyd takes another shot. It's a hat trick.
Give a young kid some confidence. Don't allow them to think. Just play. And run on adrenaline. Let your instincts take over. You saw behind the cage. Righty sweeping. This time he uses his offhand. The little plant foot in the roll. That is a beautiful sequence of a...
Stays with Princeton, though. 20 seconds. Cameron. Here's Barnes. Mackesy hits Barnes, running to the cage, shoots it wide.
This midfield is growing up. 14 of their last 15 goals dating back from last week at Rutgers from the midfield, Cotter.
Watch out here. Kabiri jumps and scores!
With the young emergence of the midfield, your stars still shine at the attack position. Makasi on the left, Kabiri on the right. He goes airborne, and once he leaves...
At the end of that first half, let's see if he can continue to improve as this game progresses. We're underway here in the second half. Face-offs were roughly even in that first half, and this is what they've been a lot like. A lot of battling for ground balls and loose balls in the middle of the field. This time Princeton comes away with possession. So the Tigers start the second half on a 6-0 run to end that first, to tie the game at 8 apiece. Palumbo, 10 and white, had one of those goals that ignited the comeback. Gets a good look here and scores.
It's a big-time move. Watch how at the last second he switches back to his left hand. He's getting forced down the alley to his right hand, but once he feels like he has that step to increase his angle, he switches it back right here. Watch this. If he stayed with his right hand, he loses the angle, and Tully will gobble that up. But he knows he gets the separation. He's such a big body that he can shield the defender there to put it back in his left hand.
Palumbo's second of the day. Beats Matt Tully, who got the starting goal today, 55 for Cornell. Still a day to start the second half, and two quick ones from Princeton. McMeekin wins it to himself and beats Tully.
He had one last week. If you give him time and room, 32 just cuts right through the defense. They don't pick him up because they're worried about Makasi at the point or from that lefty wing. If you come off of him, you're leaving the best shooter.
But picked up by Cornell. Kirst over to Keller. Keller looking to dodge. Use that physicality. Kirst as well, puts his shoulder into the defender, shoots it on the outside of the cage.
They're doing a phenomenal job defending C.J. Kirst in this game. Not allowing him to get a running head start. When he has a full head of steam, he is danger zone.
Really nice job that time by Charlie Box. D-Mitty took a hit, got the ball to Makasi. Here's Dunphy. Makasi couldn't handle it at first, picks it back up. Jason Singer's been checking him all game long. Now he's got the shorty on him, though, in box. He's going to get to the middle of the field, get open, but look at the attention he draws. That leaves other players open, including Palumbo, who scores!
Cotter, Makasi will not get any credit statistically for this goal, but he makes it happen. 91 starts to dodge the eyes. There's three shirts right there. He identifies that. And then the right-handed version of Makasi is the freshman Kabiri. He spins it to Palumbo. That is beautiful offense, and it starts with your star.
Cam, that's a tough angle, and he scores anyways.
Sean Cameron is slick. High school attackman. So good around goal line extended. Look at that little lever shot there. Looks like he's losing his angle, but he keeps the stick as far to the involved. How do you get Mikey Long involved? This duo is one of the best nationally. They've been so quiet here in Princeton. Credit Jeremy Hurst, the defensive coordinator, for devising a plan, forcing the production from the midfield up top.
This defense has played so well all year long for Princeton is really starting to come to the fore here since it was 8-2 in this game. Cornell gets it back, though. Will they be looking for some early offense here? Sheehan gives it up. Kirst from way outside.
You see the excitement when 15 in red lets it fly. When I was at practice up in Ithaca last week, spent some time on the field with him shooting. And let me tell you something, Cotter. When he gets that much time and room, it is good night. The little giddy up, the momentum,
goal is 19th of the year,
uncontested with Mackesy.
Now let's see if 15 in red's feeling it. Gets it to Firth, the freshman. Help comes for Kirst. Long, the extra pass. Firth near side. Working on the shorty. Now the help comes for him. Long shoots and scores.
Beautiful ball movement. Big Red inching back in this one. Willem Firth knows can't get his lefty shot off there. Mikey Long stays high, and look at the release here by Long. You think with some time and room he might shoot sidearm or overhand. Is the call here. A little bit more to increase that angle, especially on these college goalies who are all over that.
The extra step to greatness. This time he gets underneath the defender.
I know this sounds nuts, Cotter, but there was a player on this field just a few years ago named Michael Sowers. He's got some of that shake to him. His feet are amazing. You saw a couple ridiculous passes in the first half. Dad Tim Goldstein, one of the best passers in college lacrosse history, Turnbull Award winner, nation's top attack.
Kirst gets a pick, bounces it. He just plowed into the defender. That was Jungerkiss. That one looked like it got deflected before it got to Gianfrancaro.
You feel like Princeton's been playing a lot of defense right now, and Cornell can attack some tired defenders.
Bath almost caused another turnover.
He had 6 last week. That is a record against Rutgers. Program history.
Defensive player of the week. More offense from Cornell. Coach Busick likes it. Goldstein again with the quickness from X.
The similarities between Goldstein for Cornell and Michael Sowers, who dominated on this same turf for Princeton. It is crazy. You can...
Keller, that little jab step didn't work. Wertheim now. Still a lot of time to shoot. Dives. Gianfrancaro just snags that one out of the air.
Can they clear the ball? 2 blown clears in a row. Cornell's been getting...
Up for Cornell in that third quarter, and maybe that continues in the fourth. This has been a good battle. McMeekin has got a goal in this game, and at times... Now Goldstein. Loses his footing and the ball.
You see how he got into the body? If you're...
15 seconds to shoot for the Tigers. Mackesy didn't have the angle he liked. Now 7 seconds. Wade's going to have to just let it fly, and he does, and scores!
I think when Cornell watches the tape, because of how deep they are in the shot clock, you want to press out and slide to Tucker Wade quicker. He's shown you that he's a goal scorer, that he can create his own. What we haven't seen is jam it down your throat.
Mackesy will get an illegal pick here, though. Mackesy was well on his way.
Yeah, he was. He doesn't like the call. That was a really slick move. I don't know what they're talking about. They called an illegal pick, it looked like. A moving pick. Oh, I don't like that call at all because I feel like the Princeton offensive player was thrown into the pick by the defender. Let's take another look at this. I don't like that call at all.
For a while, goals were coming in bunches in this game, Clark, and now we've got a dry spell with both these clubs. Now it's broken. Cameron on the run.
That's his third of the day. Second unbelievable shot with such twitchy wrists. I mean, this wrist action's incredible, Connor. He is losing his angle. There is one spot to shoot on a lefty goalie there. While you're losing your angle, it's that far pipe. And the precision and the accuracy to...
John Ficaro goes down to his knees to pick it.
You know, there's something to be said about a shooter. When you have wrists like that, the rules don't apply with lack of angle.
Long will shoot and score. Credit 30 in red on that one. You've been talking about him all day. And Ryan Goldstein chasing down the Princeton player in the middle of the field, got possession back and allowed for a fast break goal for his teammates.
Goldstein has shown some spunk in terms of a rider. Multiple times today, we've seen him chase down the opposition. And Gene Ficaro, once again, I think his footwork's a little sloppy here. He's cheating to his offside because he knows.
Sheehan now in the game, 18. Behind to Goldstein. Working on Wade, so he's got the advantage here. He scores!
This is ridiculous.
Timeout. Timeout, a media timeout.
Ryan Goldstein has Tucker Wade and would have any short stick on skates. Cornell on the ride. A relentless approach to a freshman star with the awareness to take the extra step. It's the pump fake, it's the finalizer.
Kabiri and Burns, the two freshman attackmen, have been really quiet today. Kabiri with a sensational goal early on, just haven't heard much from him of late. Mackesy loses his footing, almost loses the ball. Tully goes up to make the save. CJ working on Mulshine. Bounces it, couldn't get anything on it. Mulshine was physical with him there. Couldn't get a good shot on the ball.
He played the body, dodging capabilities.
Mackesy's on the shorty. Now the help comes. Really nice job, but he couldn't quite squeeze it. And Cornell gets it back.
Oh, boy.
Gilmartin's out in front. Score!
What?
It's Matt Dooley! In a game as improbable as anything we've seen in years, the most improbable score, Matt Dooley scores with 1.9 left to give the Big Red the lead.
It's the chess match. Jordan Stevens and his defense going to zone. Princeton turns the ball over. Matt Dooley runs the field knowing that it's not time to sub. The clock is not your friend here. He put on the road.
That's the end of the game. The final score, Cornell 15, Princeton 14.
Connor Busick and the coaching staff celebrate. The Big Red Mob, Matt Tully in goal. What a road win for Cornell. A week after getting housed in Happy Valley, they go back to Ithaca and retrench and come out with a gutsy